Alright guys, Jameson and Alex here. Today we're going to be talking about the final subclass for the Beastheart from Matt Colville, which is the Protector Bond subclass. If you're new to the channel or the subclass series, what we're going to do is go through all the abilities gained in the subclass. We're going to rate it based on its roleplay value, combat value, and overall class synergy, based on how the abilities gained in the subclass improve on the base class abilities.
Yep.
Also, if you don't know what a Beastheart
or don't.
is, yeah, right. Don't get spoilers on here. Check out our overview video so you know what's going on here. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to be entered in our giveaway for D&D Beyond Players Bundle.
Like giving away free stuff.
All that being said, Alex, let's jump straight into the subclass. What do we get?
Okay, level 3, we're getting Beast Vitality. Whenever you choose this bond, your connection to your companion increases your natural vitality. Your hit point maximum increases by 3 at level 3. And increases by 1 again whenever you gain a level in this class.
So it's a worse version of Tough.
Yes!
Okay. Also at level 3, we have Pack Phalanx. You and your companion learn to engage foes up close to keep them from harming those you protect. Whenever you and your companion are not incapacitated and are both within 5 feet of a creature, that creature has disadvantage on attack rolls against any target that is not you or your companion.
Got it. So it's a worse version of protection, the fighting style. Got it. Okay, fair enough. Just make sure we're on the same page. So. At 7, we have Thickened Hide. Your companion's natural defense improves, making them harder to hurt. Your companion's AC increases by 2.
Wait, you and your companion?
No.
Oh, just your companion. Okay.
Just.
Oh wait, and
just friend.
Is it you and your companion that gets the hit points?
No, it's just you.
Oh, so you get the hit points.
They get the AC. They get the armor.
Huh. Okay.
Yes. You got it.
Okay. Level 11, we get Sentinel Companion. Companion's fierce vigilance drives them to attack cowards who attempt to harm other members of your pack. Whenever a creature within 5 feet of your companion makes an attack against a creature other than you or your companion, you can spend 2 ferocity to have your companion use the reaction to make a signature attack against the attacking creature.
Yes. So essentially, it's an extra way to pop an opportunity attack.
But it costs ferocity.
It does. That's correct.
Thanks to our sponsors, Hit Point Press. Check out their big bad bundles. Unique, cool monsters, history, lore, everything you need to throw these villains into your campaigns.
And it's a great way to get around your players that like to metagame, or if they do it accidentally, like I tend to do at times. Maybe they think they know what this monster is by the description. It creates some fun opportunities and unique things to throw at even your most experienced players would not see coming.
So check out the link in the description down below.
And finally at 15, we have Undying Protector. Your companion's rage sustains you through grievous injuries and staggering blows. If you can see your companion when you drop to 0 hit points, you can spend 2 ferocity to drop to 1 hit point instead. Each time you use this feature after the first, the ferocity cost increases by 2. When you finish a short or long rest, the ferocity cost resets to 2.
Okay, so you get the half-orc passive, kind of, but you can use it more than once.
Yes.
So we're borrowing a lot of things on here.
That is the conclusion of all the abilities gained in this subclass.
Yeah.
And with that, we move forward into the rating portion of the video.
Yeah. First
Asterisk, as always.
Yes. Talking about roleplay value, talking about interacting with the world around you, interacting with NPCs, non-combat scenarios, avoiding combat, basically things outside of the initiative order.
Yes.
Not talking about your class fantasy, history, lore, background. That's on you as a player. Can't rate you, we can rate the abilities gained in the subclass and how their potential in those roleplay scenarios.
Yep.
Whew. So, you may have noticed some things on here.
Or things that aren't on here.
Yeah, so when it comes to roleplay,
yes,
we're talking about things outside of combat. And what are we getting here? We get a little bit of HP, which 20 HP at level 20. Not a whole lot going on there. All right, that doesn't really impact roleplay.
I'm thinking everybody aside from a barbarian, like that's like 10% of your health. So maybe a little bit more than that. So it's probably closer to like 30% health bump, maybe, for the average.
Yeah, okay. All right. Sure, that's fine. Pact Phalanx is in combat. AC is in combat. Opportunity attack is in combat. And dying is in combat. So
if you're dying not in combat,
when I originally wrote notes for this, I gave it a 0 in the RP, but we decided to give it a 1 because the floor is 1. I was trying to go below the floor, so we gave it a 1.
He put the shovel down. So yeah, normally when we get away from lack of RPs because everything's focused on combat.
It is.
Technically, everything here is focused on combat.
Absolutely.
Where we have problems is this whole math concept. There's a lack of numbers here. If you take this all the way to 20, you're getting 20 extra AC. 20. Holy fuck! If you got nothing else, you got 20 extra AC. I wouldn't give a crap. You got anything else because you could have 2 health. You would never die to physical damage. Because you never be hit by anything. Anyway, 20 extra hit points that only you get, not your companion.
Right.
Your companion at 7 gets +2 to its AC, but you don't. Pack Phalanx is the protection fighting style, but both you and your companion have to be within 5 feet of the target.
Right.
And has to be attacking something that's not you or it.
Right.
Why can't that be if both of you are then against disadvantage on all attacks? I don't know.
Right.
Because it's 2 people surrounding it. It's just like...
And that's one of the things when we were talking about this in our discussion prior is if you have, like, say, one other martial class in your party, so it's like you, your companion, and a rogue in the fray. Mm-hmm. If there's 3 of you around something, and the thing is either, not intelligent or they're trying to focus something, 2 of the 3 targets are you or your companion anyway.
Yeah, there's only a 33% chance. It's like just a random dice roll.
That they're even going to attack someone else anyways, let alone... So what are the odds it's actually going to even do that anyways?
Yep.
I don't know how useful it's even going to end up being most of the time. And even at that, how often are you going to have more than you and your pet and 1 or 2 other party members just surrounding a thing?
Yeah.
Like if the enemy is just standing there and it's surrounded turn after turn, it's probably going to die super fast anyway. So why does it even matter? You know what I mean?
Yep.
I just don't see it being very effective.
And even if it's not very smart and it sees you and them, why would I want to attack someone that's way over there? You're right next to me.
Right.
So again, it's not really not doing a ton for you. It's really not. At 11 with Sentinel Companion, you get an extra way to trigger opportunity attacks, but it costs you 2 ferocity.
Right.
And the signature attack does scale with damage, but it's a basic attack that scales up kind of like a martial arts die does. If you remember our base video, essentially, as you get level up, it does get more damage on it. But you're doing 1 extra weapon attack for 2 ferocity.
Right.
Okay, that's it. And then finally...
And it costs your reaction,
and it's costing your reaction.
2 ferocity and reaction.
Anyway, instead of, so if they move away, you could do the same ability and it wouldn't cost your ferocity to do.
Right.
And then Undying Protector, by far the best ability on here, but it goes against one of my number 1 rules of D&D. If you have an ability that only triggers when you go unconscious, you're hoping you never have to use it.
Right.
So the actual in-functionality, the best ability you have in the subclass, you're hoping you never have to use, creates a problem. Yeah, it's an emergency button, because it can go for forever and a day, almost, because the cost is only 2 ferocity to keep you alive, and it just scales up by 2. It's going to take you multiple turns where, if you just keep spending just ferocity to keep yourself alive, which at that point would be a good use for ferocity, because if you're dead, you're doing 0 damage.
Right.
As opposed to, using whatever ferocity you have just to do one more big thing and then die.
Right.
Because you could just keep soaking hits at that point, at least.
Exactly.
This hurts, but we gave the combat a 2.
Yes.
And it's all a math thing.
Yeah, and I want to say one other thing that's very important to me that I brought up on this in our discussion as well is your hit die is a D8.
Yeah, this is
it's
correct.
Not even a D10.
Yeah.
So the fact that you're adding 20 HP max is not even that much. Because you have a D8. You are not tanky.
You're not a paladin.
Gaining 20
you're not
HP,
even a ranger.
Right. Gaining 20 HP is not going to be that helpful. I mean,
you're gonna be as...
And 20 HP at level 20 is nothing. Because everything is dealing substantial damage at level 20.
You might survive 1 extra turn.
So at level 10, you have 10 extra HP.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You have the same health pool as a rogue without uncanny dodge or evasion.
Right. Exactly.
Or a monk without evasion and all the movement speed they have to get around stuff and away from stuff.
Right. So, and the thing is, too, with the Undying ability there, like Alex said, you don't want abilities that only work when you're dying. Because your whole point of playing is to not die.
Yes.
So having abilities that 99% of the time are like you don't even have an ability, not big fans of that. And also, putting you at 1 HP is really not all that good, especially at level 15, when pretty much everything has 2 or 3 or 4 ways to attack.
Yep.
You use it, it knocks you to 0. Guess what? It's got another multi-attack and maybe another one and maybe another one on top of that. So at that point...
There's a lot of stuff that's hitting 3 times by the time you get to 15.
Right. Or you're hitting combats that have multiple targets and stuff.
Well, sure.
It gets interesting. When you get higher tier up on here, combat starts getting very complex and things can go bad in a hurry.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
One mistake in the party's decision making can cause a player death.
Yes.
Or
obviously a TPK in that case.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So, and then with a D8, you probably get to really think about being up there in combat.
Yeah.
And I'm saying all this, I'm already in Synergy. We're just moving
correct.
Because this is just rehashing some stuff on here.
This could give you much more health, could give you heavy armor, but it doesn't. Figure out
heavy
ways.
Armor would be more important, I think, than 20 HP.
Yeah. Or give you heavy... Tell you what, I'll give you heavy armor, and you and your companion's AC goes up by 2 at 7.
Sure. Right. Because here's the thing. Heavy armor is going to raise your AC.
Yep.
And having higher AC means, on average, you're not going to be hit as much, which is going to be more valuable than 20 HP. Because, again, at level 20, you're going to be getting hit for 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, possibly damage in one turn.
You can, absolutely.
Or 100 if you get power word kill up in here and you're just dying.
Or you get hit by a big old dragon breath.
Right.
Then
yes,
there's
you can
a
get
lot.
Real bad real fast.
Yes.
And speaking of dragon breath, HP, sure, whatever. AC for your pet, there's nothing on here for saves. You have no protection from any kind of save.
Yep.
So it's, and like Alex said too, no evasion,
no damage resistance of any kind,
no resistances, no BPS resistance,
no movement.
Right. you
don't even get like uncanny dodge where you can disengage to like go in, be defensive, and then pop back out of there and maneuver. Nothing.
I will say the concept I enjoy.
Yes.
The execution, very lacking in my opinion, and Alex's opinion as well. So in the synergy side, we gave it a 2 as well.
Yep.
So we're talking a total 5 score.
For those of you keeping score at home, and I thought, and I said this to myself when we were giving scores, it's like, is this legitimately going to score lower than Battle Rager Barbarian? And somehow I think it did.
There's a discussion. There is definitely a discussion on it.
Yeah, so it's like, wow.
I think some ways to fix this right off the top of the bat is give you and your companion
the health
and the armor.
That's a good start.
And the armor class. I would maybe even give you heavy armor.
Yep.
Or maybe you get uncanny dodge.
Yep. And evasion.
Or evasion.
Both. Give them both.
Sure.
Like just give them all of the ways to be defensive and be in the way.
Sure.
Like make it protection, but better. Give evasion. Give uncanny dodge.
Right.
Give like some kind of an intercept ability.
Yeah, because there's no extra damage on this at all.
No,
it's all defensive, but it's not even that much defense.
But it's not even good defense.
Right. I don't know.
Because again,
I like the concept.
It's and yes, I know I'm comparing apples to oranges here, but compare this going completely defense with what a Moon Druid does.
Oh, it's nothing.
Because like it's a full caster on top of the fact that it gets a second health bar.
Right.
It's the only thing that can out health a barbarian.
Yeah, it's like, you go Moon Druid, it goes bonus action, gain 140 health, basically.
Pretty much.
The concept is. I like the concept of having a tank version.
Yes.
Execution needs some.
Yeah,
it
needs more defense, and
if you're not dealing any extra damage, you need to be able to survive.
Yeah, for sure. Give it some more party buffs and some more defense.
Let us know your thoughts down below. What would you do, or suggestions you would make to maybe help this accomplish the objective that it is setting out to do? Mm-hmm. Maybe some buffs that you would potentially give it.
Yeah, give it some interesting abilities that you don't see other places and things. For sure.
And that's it for today, guys. Again, thank you to our sponsors, Hit Point Press. Make sure you check out their stuff. Always awesome stuff coming from them. Check out the link down below. Helps us out, helps them out.
If you like the video or hate the fact that how much we were putting on this, give us a thumbs up anyway.
Yes.
And then tell us how you would want to fix the thing. And make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. All of our videos coming out with More homebrew stuff, more Valdez stuff will be coming out along with everything else. And as always, thanks for watching.